Well, good morning. It is September 13th, day 124 on the trail for me. I've left the old orchard shelter. I got a late start today because I'm only got a shorter day today, so didn't feel the need to rush out of the site. But even as I was, leaving, I probably didn't get out of the site until probably 7:40 or so. That couple, they were still sleeping. But it was a pretty nice night. Windy. A little bit of rain came through at maybe about 6:30, 7 o'clock, just a sprinkle. And it's a little misty now. The plan for today is about 15.3 miles. A couple decent ascents and climbs. And I'll be over 5,000 feet for a little while. In the Grayson Highlands State Park. Weather's looking okay. I mean, like I said, it's a little misty right now, but it should clear up later and be somewhat sunny. And plan to get to a tent site that's right next to a parking lot. We'll see how that ends up. All right, well, as always, if I see anything interesting, I'll grab a picture or some video. But for now, here's what the trail looks like. Five of them here. Well, we're finally getting some views here this morning. Well, actually it's afternoon now, just barely. So I'm in Grayson Highlands State Park now. And should be heading up to that ridge. I think I'm heading up here. Here's another pony right along the trail, just munching some grass and stuff. You see they're well accustomed to having people nearby. Alright, so got a little bit of a squeeze here, I understand. Let's see if I can make it through. Try and record it. Made it through. All right, so in a bit of a meadow here. After I saw the pony, that last pony, it was a bit of a climb and then a descent. Unfortunately, there were no views because a mist came through and it was completely socked in. I'm sure it would have been some great views if on a better weather day. But I did run into a ranger, and he said that that weather was pretty typical of the area, so I don't know. But we're coming up here on maybe an open spot, so hopefully I'll get a slight view of something. I'm about a half mile from where I'm planning to set up for the night. And there's some water a little bit further back, further beyond it, so I'm gonna have to, sort of drop my stuff, get the water and come back. It's only about a 0.1 or a 0.2 away from the campsite. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is looking like it's going to open up a little bit here, and we'll get a nice view in just a moment. It's still sort of misty, but better than nothing. All right, here we go. A little bit windy up here. All right, well, made it to my campsite. It's actually pretty nice. It's pretty close to a trailhead, and so there were some cars parked out there, and there's a trash can and a pit toilet, which works. Unfortunately, once I got here and I got to the water and came back, and started raining, so I got my tent up pretty quick and just kind of got in, and I've been in here since. Made my dinner under the tarp, and it's still a little rainy, a lot of wind, but I've dealt with worse in the tent, so I'm not too concerned. Just have to ride it out. So today, other than the weather, it was a decent day. Got to see, got to walk through the highlands and see some ponies. I would have liked to have seen more of the terrain, but the weather. Tomorrow is looking like I think I've planned for 14.7 miles to a shelter. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a water carry into the shelter, but I don't know about the views. I haven't even worried about that yet. And then the next day is just, I think, about 7 miles into Damascus. So that's what I'm looking at for the next couple of days. So that's about it. As always, if you've stuck through to the end, I appreciate it. I'll see you again tomorrow on the trail.